What's going on YouTube? This skill point tutorial covers all the focuses as well, everything that has to do with might, precision, and even both might and precision. I'm going to put timestamps down in the comment section down below, so check them out and enjoy the video. What is going on YouTube? It is OG Mentor TG in here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys an awesome tutorial on how to spec your skill points if you are a DPS rather wanting to go just full weapons, hybrid, or focus superpowers. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this off. We're going to jump right into it. So we're going to head over to stat points, and we're going to start off with the Focused Weapons Expert. Focused Weapon Expert says, choose Weapon Expert if you prefer assailing your enemy with weapons. It's recommended for damage with your weapons only. As well, it says weapon attacks restore a percentage of your power, giving you a 10% plus on total weapon damage, but a negative 25% on power regen. So we're firstly going to start off with Focused Weapons Expert. And pretty much if you are doing nothing but focusing on purely your weapons, the way that you guys are going to spec for this is pretty much after you go ahead and you equip your Focused Weapons Expert, you're going to spec all of your skill points into your crits until you are done finally getting both of them. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip past that one, and we're going to grab critical attack damage. You do not want to do what I'm doing here. I'm just doing this as an example because I don't want to sit on this all day long. You're going to spec all of your skill points into critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and then afterwards you're going to focus on nothing but precision because you're only going to be using your weapon. As well, after you guys are done specking into precision, obviously you know you're only using your weapon. After you guys are done specking into your precision and whatnot, make sure that your weapon, whatever weapon you're using, has all of the combos unlocked for it, so you are not wasting, any of your moves just doing one little combo that doesn't do much damage. So as well, make sure you have those combos in there if you're doing focused weapons. And pretty much, yeah, spec your skill points just like this. Go for critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and just put the rest of your skill points into precision. After that, if you have a little bit more skill points left over, I'd say throw the rest of your skill points into nothing but health, because survivability is key. So without further ado, that's exactly how you should be specking if you are focused on Weapons Expert. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump over to the next thing that we're going to do, which is focusing on hybrid, and I'll see you guys there. Alrighty guys, so moving on to the next thing that we're going to be going and working on is going to be your hybrid focus. Now your hybrid focus, it says choose hybrid if you prefer using a mix of weapon and superpower attacks. This is recommended for all roles. This is recommended for damage, controller, healer, tank. This is the most commonly used thing of all of the focuses. It gives you 10% might, 5% dominance, 5% restoration, and 5% bite. This is something that is pretty much used out of everything. Now, if you're going to be a DPS and you're specking mainly focus hybrid, what you guys are going to want to do is make sure, obviously, as you can see, I've spec'd into my criticals. Make sure you spec as much as you can into critical attack chance. Try to max that out. Obviously, go ahead and try to max out your critical attack damage. As well, when you're going in afterwards, you're done working on both of your criticals, you're going to push in your precision with your skill points that you have. As well, push your skill points into might and power. But as well, make sure that you guys do not forget to also go and grab your combos for your weapons. So as you guys can see, like even for one-handed, if I go and spec all of the combos for this and get the one-handed mastery, even the masteries at the bottom of the tree, if I have my, let's say per se, bow spec with dual wield, I can go ahead and do extra damage when I'm running hybrid DPS by doing the dual wield bow mastery. Now pretty much if you're going to be running a hybrid DPS, you should definitely use your skill points for weapon mastery as well, because weapon mastery has been significantly increased. As well, it helps you hit a whole lot harder, obviously, if you're going to be using both your weapons and your powers. So the harder you hit with weapon mastery is the more power that you're going to get back. So the way they actually went and worked out how much power you get back on even like your weapons or pretty much anything that has to do with hybrid, the higher that you hit with your weapon attack, the more damage you do is the more damage you get. More power you get back. So hybrid DPS is a very good go, and it is the most commonly used thing of all of the focuses. So hybrid DPS, that's exactly how you spec for that. Get your criticals, get your critical attack damage. Make sure that you guys spec more into your might and power than you do your precision, because you're going to be using your powers more often and only using your weapon to go and get your power back and just keep repeating over and over. So that's how you guys use focused hybrid, and the next one we're going to be moving over to is the focused superpower. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump over to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Alright guys, so the next thing that we're moving on to obviously is going to be the focused superpower. Now focused superpowered says choose superpowered if you prefer attacking with your superpowers. And obviously it's recommended only for damage roll. This is mainly obviously for nothing but DPS, just like the weapon one was. As well, it gives you a bonus of 10% might, 10% power, and an additional 25% power regeneration. So if you're going to be speccing for nothing but focus superpower, that means that you are not going to be using your weapons at all. So what you guys are going to do for focus superpowered is you're going to spec all of your skill points into your critical attack chance, as well as spec every single bit of your skill points into critical attack damage. And after you guys are done going and specking all of your skill points into both your crits, all the way up to 20 on chance and 40 on attack damage, you guys can go and spec the rest of all of your skill points into might and power. But the thing with this too as well is when you're specking with this, make sure that you at least have one skill point put into your weapon so you don't lose out on your combat rating, because as you guys can see before, if you rewind and you've seen me going and talking, I was a combat rating of 183 or so, and I put the weapon on, now I'm 203. Make sure as well to also get your rocket assisted glide or whatever your movement mode is as well when you're specking. So for this focus superpower, just mainly go for nothing but your critical attack chance, max out your critical attack damage, and after you guys are done maxing out both of those things, put the rest of your skill points fully into nothing but your might and power. After that, if you have skill points left over after putting all your SP into your might and power, I suggest you guys go and put the rest of your skill points into health. Make sure that you put the rest of your skill points into nothing but health, because survivability is key. As well, if you have a little bit of skill points for even all three of these builds, make sure that you try to balance your specking out as much as possible. Like per se, if you were to have 195 skill points, put 20 into your crits, 40 into your critical damage, try to put maybe like a good 100 into your might, maybe 120, and put the rest of it into nothing but your health. As well, the same thing would go for precision if you're on hybrid, or maybe even the same thing for weapons. Make sure that you for weapons, make sure you put nothing but precision and then go for your health. And hybrid, make sure you go put nothing but both precision and might and power, balance as best as you can, and then go for your health. Because survivability is key just as much with damage. If you can live longer, you can do way more damage. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video today. If you guys need absolutely any help at all, anything, if you're confused on what I said about hybrid, if you want to talk to me more about the focused weapons, or even if you want to talk to me about the focused powers, just hit up in the comment section. Let me know what you guys need help with, and I will respond to every single one of you. But without further ado, you guys already know who it is. It is OG Mentor, and I'm here to help you guys. You already know what it is. But other than that, I hope you guys check it out. Check out my next video that I make after this. And if you enjoyed watching this, make sure to leave the thumbs up. But other than that, it's OG Mentor, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.